Hello, Virgo. Welcome in. Welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name is Wendy Wing. I'm doing a psychic tarot reading for you, tuning in to Virgo energies, seeing what divine messages of guidance come through. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. All right, Virgo. I love doing all these bonus readings for you. You continue to have some of the highest viewership, and I'm just so grateful that I get to translate so many of these messages for Virgo. All right, what's the outcome and advice? Such an amazing group. I'm so grateful for all your comments and likes and shares. It's been so wonderful getting to translate these messages for you. So let's get to this. All right. Wow. Overall energy of today's reading is the Nine of Cups. This is happiness, blessings, abundance, overflowing of abundance, one blessing after another, being happy. And when you are, this is also my card for alignment. When you're happy, in alignment, joyful, then more blessings can find you. You get into a flow state, not just a blessing, not just a dream, but lots of blessings. Feels like there's 9 streams of blessings coming into your reality. I'm thinking about my blessings. If I could count 9, I definitely have been blessed with enough food and water. I've always had food and water. That's been a blessing. I've always had a place to sleep, a roof over my head. So I've been blessed in that way. I've been blessed with health, even though I've had health issues at times. I'm still here, and I'm blessed with health. I have amazing friends and family, very supportive, and I'm so grateful for all the people who have blessed me with in my life. Feels important. Why I'm doing this isn't to brag, but it feels like it's an invitation, Virgo, for you to list your blessings, to get into that stream of I have this and I have that. So before I do my readings, every day before I sit down and work, I walk through my home and clear the energy of the home, but with appreciation. I appreciate this home. I love this home. I'm so grateful for the technology so I could connect with so many people. It's amazing. I'm also grateful for the technology, like the dishwasher, laundry machines, all the technology that we have in the kitchens that allows me to be independent. I'm so grateful for all the people who grow the food, harvest the food, transport the food, grocers who display it so I can do my work, and others. Without my community of growing food, I wouldn't have food. And so I realize how even people I don't know who are out there creating food, creating amazing tarot cards, it's quite an amazing collective. And when you can tune into that energy and start tuning into everything that you have. I used to be very good, very practiced at picking out the the complaint, what's wrong, what's not working. I am still aware when things aren't as I prefer, but if there's nothing I can do about it at the time, then I don't dwell on it. I like staying on, this isn't spiritual bypassing. I can recognize when something needs to be looked at and look for solutions. I don't sit around, though, when I notice something that's off and complain about it. I just find the solution and keep going. And I'm appreciative for the solutions and the guidance and the support that I have. All right. What does Virgo need to know about Nine of Cups? Oh, Eight of Cups. Okay, I'm getting that you had to walk away from something that was emotionally disappointing to get this Nine of Cups, to get to your happiness. You had to let go and not settle. Tell me more. What does Virgo... there's a lot of emotions here with all these cups. King of Swords. A discernment that feels transformational. The way you're seeing things. The first thing that I'm noticing with all these emotions, even if they are positive emotions and feeling good, when I'm in an expanded emotional state, I don't make decisions from that. Period. If there's a decision that needs to be made, I wait until I feel grounded and I feel aligned. Why is the King of Cups, or the King of Swords here? That's interesting. Why is the King of Swords here? What does Virgo need to know about this discernment? This is also someone who's learned a lot, who've had, the King of Swords is someone who's had a lot of experiences. They've got history. They've seen things. They understand through their experiences. Hanged Man reversed, Four of Cups reversed. There's something you've seen, an enlightenment. When you are in a stuck position, it feels like there's a shift of perspective. King of Swords, and you're seeing something. From a new vantage point, you're seeing something. There's been just a subtle, even shift of perception. And it feels like it's helping you see things with a lot of clarity. Maybe something that you had at some point said no to, not interested. Again, with the cups, it's around your emotions. Something that might have been disappointing. It feels like you're giving something a second look with the Four of Cups in reverse. Something that you're disappointed because it might not have worked previous times. But it feels like if you mix the cups together, if you put everything together with what you've learned, there's an opportunity here. Wow. King of Wands. Taking action. The King of Wands also has, he's holding a salamander. He also has salamanders on his cloak, the yellow cloak. Salamanders denote protection under fire. It feels like your moves right now, this is a lot of masculine energy too. You're happy, you're joyful, and you're seeing clearly, making decisions clearly. and taking action. King of Wands is also my card for an entrepreneur, someone who knows how to nurture a business. This is a lot of, like, already. We haven't even gotten very far. Masculine energy. Feels like you're taking action. There's some subtle shift that you've had, some perspective, and it's like it's not even that much. It feels like an internal shift, and it allows you to see something differently and realize where we started was staying focused on the blessings, not the difficulties. It feels like something that you might have perceived as a difficulty, now you're seeing as a blessing. And it has to do with emotions. Maybe shifting emotions, healing emotions, not allowing emotions to get to you. Anything else about this action that Virgo can take, the King of Wands energy? What is Virgo taking action on? Ooh. 4 of Wands reversed, 8 of Wands reversed. Inaction, unhappiness. It feels like I'm describing whatever you've shifted your perspective about, something that was very stuck, that wasn't happy, a lack of action. Tower reversed. It feels like there's a lack of action in something. You were trying to keep something together, but there was a lack of desire, a lack of action. Trying to keep something together, keep something from falling apart, something that was in balance. But it feels like there's this expansive energy. There's some choice you're making around whatever this shift is, seeing something differently, seeing someone. All right, let's look in what's hidden, see if we've got some more answers. We've got the 6 of Wands, the Hermit reversed. When you show up in your own reading, it really allows you to take advantage of these messages, of these energies. 10 of Cups reversed, 7 of Wands reversed. 6 of Wands, a public success. Hermit reverse, coming out of hiding is what I'm getting. Coming out of a dark night of the soul, coming out of a time when you've been very isolated, but you've learned something, a new perspective. There's some type of glow-up success here. Once you integrate what you've learned, what that perspective is, and it feels like it, and taking action on this, it feels like a lot of happiness that's happening for you. 10 of Cups reversed after a lot of disappointment. Seven of Wands reverse, feeling unprotected, lack of boundaries. All right, let's clarify. What's the success? 6 of Wands clarified by 6 of Wands. Okay. A lot of success. Going after, taking action. Wand energy, going after what you desire. It's like success, success. Maybe this is why you're so happy. Things are really going your way. It's weird that it's Six of Wands. Six of Wands is, for me, a public success, but it's in what's hidden. Either you haven't gotten to this success yet, it's bigger. Six of Wands times 2, bigger, double what you think it's going to be after seeing something. So tell me what the Hermit reversed, what is it that Virgo perceived? High Priestess reversed. It feels like you might have misjudged some potential, something you couldn't see with your intuition. Something, it feels like something you needed to learn, something, some type of experience that you needed to have, and it's stopping you from just saying no to everything. That's what I'm getting. It feels like you're taking a second look at someone, something. Why is the Ten of Cups in reverse in what's hidden? Page of Cups reversed. It might be some type of emotional immaturity, something that was unhealed in your emotions, that was having you perceive things in not in a mature way, is what I'm getting. And it feels like you're able to see something about yourself around your emotions. Feels like you're able to see your side, like a willingness to understand your emotions and how your emotions have impacted something. And it's not about blame or you're wrong. That's not the picture that I'm getting. It's just like, oh, yeah. I see my side of it, my part, my role in this. Feels like there's been some type of emotional overwhelm, something you've been healing your emotions around. Reactivity. Seven of Wands reverse. A lack of boundaries, a lack of... This feels like you're letting your guard down. Like you were... Maybe there was a defensiveness and a guardedness and so you were seeing everything, though, like I need to be... So you weren't case by case. It feels like there was something disappointing in your past. I'm not blaming, I'm not getting any kind of that. It just feels like understanding, epiphany, that somehow by you being very guarded, like going into every situation with this kind of mentality. Obviously you're not doing this, I'm exaggerating, but kind of like are you gonna hurt me? Are you like... And so there's something that shifts, and you let that guardedness down. Maybe you've been stuck in fight, flight, freeze, or fawn, and you're finally in a happy place, going after what you desire. Looks like some good mental health here, and taking action towards what you desire, and it makes you very happy, and there's this glow up that it feels like you're on the precipice of, and it has something to do right now around just a subtle shift, a blink, oh, letting my guard down, not having to see everyone and everything through the lens of they're out to get me. They want to hurt me. They want to, whatever that story is, that belief. It feels like by letting your guard down, to get out of that guardedness, also stops attracting things to be guarded about. And stay in the Nine of Cups blessing energy, recognizing what you do have going for you. Now, I remember years ago when, focus on what the blessings and you don't. And so I had a bit of a spiritual bypassing, focus on the good. I don't want to look at love and light. I don't want to look at any shadows and any... But that's not really, that's denying half my reality. I am both light and shadow. And so I'm not saying to put blinders on and just focus on what's positive and good. But I am saying that I have found a benefit of every day going through my day, focusing on the blessings instead of trying to pick out what's not working, and that helps buoy my energy a lot. I do notice when things arise, when on my path I'm going and there's something, an obstacle, an issue arises. I don't ignore it and run into it. As soon as I notice it, I make adjustments, shift, change, address it, find the solutions, but don't stay focused on the problem so it becomes bigger. All right. In the outcome and advice, we have the Seven of Swords. Tactical. This is warfare, but for me, it's tactical warfare. This person behind enemy encampments at night is stealing 5 of their swords and only leaving 2. So that's tactical, right? A different kind of fighting by not fighting, by saying less. Swords I see often as the upper 3 chakras: communication, thoughts, beliefs. Why is Virgo getting the Seven of Swords in the outcome and advice? Thank you. Page of Wands reversed. This feels like internal, negative, this doesn't work, and there's nothing that's exciting, no passion, no desire, no action, no excitement, not going after what you want to go for. And there's a need to be mindful about what you're thinking. That's the first message that I'm getting. What else does Virgo need to know about the Seven of Swords? Any advice? Thank you. Justice, coming out as a challenge to this energy. Libra energy. All right. Feels like you might be wanting justice for some disappointment in the past. But if your happiness is dependent on someone else receiving justice, as in someone else getting theirs, getting paid for, like getting hurt, getting left behind, getting somehow punished, there we go, outed. If you need that to happen before you can be happy, then you're in the wrong meeting. That's not how justice works. It is not how I've found justice to work. Justice is not an energy outside of you. Justice is something you embody. Stay balanced in your thoughts. Staying balanced in your thoughts creates a lot of fairness and equality for yourself. If you are needing someone else to pay for some past hurts or harm, then that's keeping you focused on your past, on someone else. I need someone else to have this experience in their life be punished for me to be happy. That's a lot you are writing on. And it's dealer's choice, right? This is a creative universe. You are a creator. You're an extension of source. And so if you decide, I'm not going to be happy until this person gets theirs, then you are stopping yourself from being happy. You are choosing. You're choosing. You're trying to control what happens to someone else before you be happy. And to me, that's a huge injustice you're creating for yourself. So not only did they do something to you to cause this pain, but then you will continue to harm yourself and create injustices by refusing to heal, move on, find your happiness, find the lesson. If you've got something specific going on and you're feeling the need to argue with this, then this isn't your reading, right? This is for someone who recognizes that the need for someone else to pay, and that belief, I'm not going to be happy until they pay. I'm not going to be happy until they're caught. I'm not being, and it's that belief is keeping you from being happy, right? How about I'm going to be happy despite what happens to that person? I'm going to love myself and have such a glow up and create such care and joy for myself and leave this energy behind and celebrate. I'm going to create such a huge shift in my energy and change and show myself what's fair and what's balanced by how much I give myself and how much I love myself and the blessings that I create for myself. That to me sounds like, and it's also within your control. You can control what happens to you, how you show up, where trying to control others just keeps you stuck in a repeat cycle. Fool reversed, Four of Pentacles. Repeating cycles recklessly and foolishly and clinging on to some old mindset, old belief. And I recognize that this is tough, especially if someone's really harmed you and hurt you. My family, this is how I was raised to stay bitter and tell that story like it just happened with as much pain and to pull and keep bringing that tragedy to the present energy and my upset. And it kept me very stuck and repeating cycles. So, and it took me a while to recognize this activity I do not prefer. It's making me bitter. It's making me not enjoy my life. And I want to enjoy my life. I want to get past this. I want to figure out why that happened, integrate that, learn, heal, and move on and have an amazing life. So, all right, that's your reading for today. I hope that was helpful. Thank you again for all the likes and shares and all the comments. I love reading your comments. I love how supportive Virgo is of each other in the comments as well. So, all right, take care. Have a great day.